And by what we said, we'll manage within our guidance of expense to revenue ratio of approximately 31% for the year.
Yeah, the problem with commission costs is that
Thank you.
if you
We've
keep
reached the end of
buying
our
on
question
dips,
and
which
answer
is like
session.
what
I'd
I
like to turn the
do,
floor back over to
I
management
buy
for any
more
further
and more
closing
stock
comments.
whenever it dips.
Great. Thank you very much,
The
operator. We
commission
appreciate
fees
everyone
add up,
being
and
with you
that's kind of
with
what I
us
think that's
today.
what
We look
financial
forward to
investors
spending
saying.
this time with
I
you
agree
in the
with
coming
that.
quarter. And thank
So
you for your
Robinhood
time.
is good in that sense, I guess.
Thank you.
But
That does conclude
it
today's
depends. It all
teleconference. You may
depends.
disconnect your line at this time and have a wonderful day. We thank you for your participation today.
Okay, I guess that's it. All right, cool. So let's see. So pretty good earnings call, guys. So let's see. Let's take a look at the stock. I think we did pretty damn good. So over 9% we did. And it looks like right now we're at $15.39. So it's looking pretty good. Let's see here. You guys are commenting a lot about Robinhood versus like other platforms. Let's see. The thing with Robinhood is that it doesn't offer options really. That's it. Now it's a waiting game. Yeah, Blue TJ. Yeah, now it's a waiting game. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know. I think the stock will probably continue to do well into tomorrow, and then we might start to see maybe some profit taking. We'll have to see, but it is up. It is up a really good amount today, guys. Like, I'm so happy. It's definitely up a really nice amount. This is like exactly what we asked for. I mean, think about when AMD was like completely pulling back during the whole tech sell off, and when AMD was struggling and they completely like dipped, and after the quarter one earnings call and all that. And think about all the people that were advocating to sell and were just panicking and getting out. Look at how we just bounced right back up, guys. So it's just, something to think about, because I think people panic so easily, man. Like, and look at how easy. What I did, I bought, and I told you, like, I'm not trying to brag, but like I mentioned that I was buying more when it dipped, and I'm glad I did, because it clearly just bounced right back up. There was so many things to look forward to with AMD, and their whole portfolio isn't even really out yet. So there's still so many things to look forward to. Quarter 3 is going to be key. Quarter 4 is going to be key, and if we do well there, I'm still holding my price target around $20 going into next year. So and now that we killed it in this earnings, so could even be higher. Like I would maybe even raise it, but it looks like we did pretty good. So let's see here. And yeah, and you guys are talking a lot about like day trading versus long-term investing. Let's see. I gotta catch up on these comments, because I was trying to like pay attention to the earnings call, but I was also trying to pay attention to the comments, and it was kind of hard to listen to both. But let me see. This is my first time doing this, by the way, so I apologize if like my whole structure is kind of messed up. But let's see. See, Blue TJ, I panicked so much when it dipped, but luckily YouTube suggested me your video and we had a little conversation. That's cool, man. I'm glad that yeah, you're an awesome subscriber, man. Thank you for hanging out. You basically hung out like the whole earnings call, so thank you so much for hanging out, man. I really appreciate that. If my YouTube channel ever gets big, I can say, Blue TJ was there from the beginning, so I appreciate that. Let's see, and then someone else here, I also bought more, and a smiley face. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad you did. Or I don't know. I'm assuming you're a guy, but you could be. I don't know. But but yeah, I'm glad that you bought more, and that's awesome. I can't tell what your name is because I'm not sure what kind of language that is, but let's see here. Thanks, bud. These are my first stock market experiences. Only started in January. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm glad that you're doing great. I mean, for starting in only January, sounds like you're doing all the right things. I mean, you just listened to an entire earnings call. Like, how many people jump into the stock market, this soon, just in January, and listen to an entire earnings call stream? It's like, I can tell you, not very many people. I mean, this stream alone, I think it only got like around 20 viewers or something, like maybe 25 viewers, I think, at most. So I think you're doing all the right things. You're gonna be successful, man. To be honest, I really think you'll be successful. Let's see here. Earnings calls are fun. I love listening to them. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Stalker. And dude, it's kind of cool. Like some of you guys, cause some of these guys are experts. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't checked out their channels, I highly recommend it. These are some of the people that I really like. Stalker. Stalker's he's really good, to be honest, and I try to model like a lot of my investing after him as well. Financial Investor is also a really cool channel, and Stocks on Horses as well. So we had some feedback from some experts. So this was kind of cool. Like, so now you guys know, if you guys ever join in on these live streams, you guys might like can get free opinions from basically some experts, in my opinion. I mean, these guys are better than analysts, to be honest. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and then Stalker says, sorry for jumping in late. Wanted to finish up AT&T earnings call. Yeah, no, it's totally cool, man. I was and a couple people saying thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I have no problem giving you guys shout outs. We're all doing the same thing here, so yeah, no, I was trying to listen to I wanted to listen to the AT&T one as well. We just had that recent poll question, and it seemed like everybody on All Is World was very bullish on AT&T, and it looks like they did well, so that's good. Let's see here, 1549. Let me see. Stock price. 1554, guys. We're 1 cent away from the 52-week high, right? I believe we're 1 cent away. Dude, we're up over 10%, guys. Like, oh man, is there ever a better feeling than just proving everybody wrong? Like, I don't mean to be like a jerk, you know, but it's always nice when you have a bunch of bears kind of calling you out, and then you come out with the earnings report and then you jump 10%. That's always nice. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, man. Stocks on Horses. Yeah, I love your videos, man. I love anything that gives me a different point of view on things. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I like, trust me, guys. I watch your guys' videos. I don't mean to, I don't know. I guess I don't mean to brag, but like, I hit the like button on a lot of you guys' videos. I really enjoy them. Let's see. I made such a huge mistake of buying more just before the dip out of greed. And I'm almost at, oh, like, I guess he's like breaking even after months of sleepless nights. Feels good, man. Yeah. So now how are you doing right now, Blue TJ? Like, I'm curious. Do you I don't know if you don't mind sharing, like, how your AMD stock, how much it's up. Mine's up like a pretty good amount now, like another 10%, dude. I'm doing really well. And I convinced my girlfriend to invest in AMD when when we had that huge dip, and I convinced her to buy some AMD, and that was when everybody was panicking and everybody was like, I had a couple people calling me like an idiot for investing in AMD, but I told my girlfriend to invest in it, and I'm sure she is really happy right now. She's gonna have a really nice profit, but like I mentioned, she doesn't sell until at least a year for tax purposes, but also just because fundamentally, I always tell her to be a long-term investor. I always tell her, like, don't ever, not that there's anything wrong with being a day trader or anything like that. Like, I'm not like talking trash on or anything like that. But just fundamentally, my point of view is I think long-term investing is better. And I try to be that, but I struggle sometimes to be that. But I try my best to be that, to be a long-term investor. But Robinhood kind of tempted me with a few stocks, to be honest. Like, I made some changes, and looking back on it, I probably shouldn't have made those changes, but it is what it is. Just gotta move forward. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm excited with where AT&T is going. Strong quarter for them, and I'm definitely excited for their future. Yeah, AT&T is a good stock, man. You could just hold AT&T. Like, you could just hold it for a really long time, man. Like, as long as you want. Could you recommend more source to learn from? I am new to stock market. So other sources, well, there's some experts here. So if you just kind of look through these comments, you're going to see that some of these guys are really educated, and some of them have YouTube channels. So that's one source. I would also say there's a couple of channels out there that are really good. This guy, Ryan, he has a pretty good channel. Ryan Scribner. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he's pretty good. He recently just blew up, guys. Like, I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Ryan, but dude, he went from like, I I don't know, did he go from like 10,000 to like 40,000 like in a week? Like that was crazy, man. He like he just jumped up, like it's crazy. It's kind of funny, like if you can get like a couple really good videos out there. Let me see. He had a video get 600,000 views. Yeah, I think I saw that, dude. When I saw it, I think it was at like 400,000 or something. But now it's, dude, it's over 500,000. I mean, that's crazy, man. AMD is 1560. Randy, let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see here. We're at 1562, guys. We broke the 52-week high. So that is freaking awesome, dude. Man, that is so nice. The Monk Way. What's up, Monk? That's my YouTube mentor, man. I always call him my mentor. He says, Ryan really knows what he's doing. His advice on YouTube is like all gold. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, another guy, though, financial education. I love that guy. That's like one of the first like financial YouTubers that I started following. I'm sure a lot of these people started with him too. Jeremy. His name is Jeremy. That guy's freaking awesome. Like I love that channel, and I wish he would do more live streams. Like I really like it when he does live streams, but I think he only does it like once a month. But I'm kind of liking this live stream, guys, because honestly, dude, I watch earning calls like by myself, and whenever I tell my friends to have a beer and listen to one, like they never want to, because to me, I think of earnings calls like kind of like a sporting event. Like I just want to hang out and just have a beer and just kind of talk about it, and a lot of my friends like don't even care about investing, to be honest. Like I'm usually kind of the loner in that sense. So this was really cool, just kind of hanging out with you guys and just going, like, I'm surprised we got so many viewers, and I'm surprised we're getting so many comments and everything. This is really cool. Like, I think you guys are really supporting the channel, and that's really awesome, dude. I really appreciate that, everybody. Let's see here. I'm like falling behind on the comments. So, okay, so Blue TJ, let me check, but I'm not at break even yet. I bought less than 50 when it was less than $10, and out of pure inexperience, I bought tons more at around 14. Says, which is like $15 to $16 or something. I break even at 13.55. Okay, yeah, so which is almost at. Yeah, okay, no, dude, you're good, because to be honest, Blue TJ, I think I could see it going to around 20, probably more. We had a really good earnings call, guys. Like the stock is gonna shoot up, and we might see some profit taking and things like that, and that's to be expected. But with everything, with all the news that's kind of coming out, it looks like we're doing really well, and I could see us doing more than 20 by the end of the year. So we'll see. So I think you're good, Blue TJ, to be honest. All right, let's see here. I'm thinking, okay, here, Luke. I'm thinking about making a YouTube channel myself to talk about finance. You inspired me a lot with all the stuff you do. Dude, yeah, I'm really glad I can inspire you. I highly recommend it. I want to make a video on like my experience with YouTube, because there's so many different ways you could look at it, but I feel like YouTube kind of depends on how much time you have. Well, to be honest, like, man, there's just so many things I could talk about. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'll just kind of share like some tips right now, like based off of what I've seen. I gain the most subscribers when I upload a video every day. So if there's like a tip I could give, it would be to make videos constantly. However, there's an issue with that, because it depends on how much time you have available. Because if you don't have a lot of time and you're trying to do a video every day, you're probably going to find yourself doing like poor quality videos. And so in that case, I wouldn't really recommend it. Like, and I'll give you an example, but like, I don't know how much time Monk has, the Monk Way. I don't know how much time he has, but he doesn't do a video every day, and he's seen like huge growth on his channel. Like, he's done very well. And I think that's because his videos are pretty high quality. So there's just so many different ways you could look at it. Like, if you have enough time to invest into YouTube, then, and you can do a video a day and it can still be pretty good quality, then I would say probably take that route. But maybe if you don't have as much time, or if you want your videos to be really high quality, then take your time and just produce really high quality videos every once in a while. And that should drive in like a lot of audience. So Luke, if you ever need any advice or help, let me know. You could also ask Monk. He's like, I call him like the YouTube mentor because he's always giving advice. So he's also someone that you could ask for advice. Let's see here. The Monk says, haha, Ryan's my mentor, so you're getting filtered advice. That's funny from the Monk. Says financial education was the first one I followed too. Yeah, I think financial education was the first one I followed, and then I saw from there. I think I got recommended Ryan, and then when I started my YouTube channel, the way I found other financial channels was that when I started my YouTube channel, I started getting comments from other financial channels, and that's a good way to network. By the way, whatever your style is, and that was how I found other financial channels as well. But yeah, I kind of started out with financial education and Ryan. I kind of wish they did more stock videos, to be honest. But I really like their channels. Like, I'm a big fan of their channels. Let's see here, and they're good. And they're good. By the way, they're good. Like overall, like for overall financial advice and overall financial videos, like they're top notch, to be honest. Let's see here. Stalker, live streaming seems fun. I definitely want to start doing that when I get more subs. Yeah, Stalker, you should absolutely do that. I'll come join, dude, and I'll try to give some advice, or I'll hang out with you. But yeah, it's pretty fun, man. Like, I don't know, I'm having a good time. I don't know, I'm having a beer. So cheers to all the bulls out there who's ever bullish on AMD. We did good today, so. All right, let's see what other comments we got. Blue TJ, I'm less than 0.45% before break even. Very relieving. Yeah, dude, you're golden. Like, I think you're solid. I think you're gonna do just fine. And even if there's dips, Blue TJ, like, don't get scared off, man. Like, I mean, you do your own thing. Like, take your own advice and make your own decisions. But try not to get scared off if there's dips, because if there's one lesson that I've learned is that I should not get scared off whenever there's dips and things like that. And I have been scared off in the past, long time ago. I would get scared off a couple times when I first started investing, and this is like the biggest mistakes I've ever made. And then some of those stocks just like skyrocketed, so I regret it. But just do your own thing though. Like, I think you know what you're doing. You can make your own choices. I think you'll be good. Let's see here. Don't have a lot, but over 200% up. Nice. Klaus Hansen. Don't have a lot, but over 200% up. That sounds pretty damn good. Let's see here. Stalker. None of my friends care about investing. I love listening to the earnings calls, but I always do it just sitting in my room. Yeah, I know, man. Tell me about it. I'm always... Dude, I've actually I have like a speaker in my shower and stuff. So like when I'm shaving and stuff, like I'll listen to an earnings call. When I'll take a shower and I'll listen to an earnings call. Sometimes when I'm cooking, I'll listen to an earnings call. Like, I try to fit in, because they can be long. So I try to fit them in whenever I'm doing something, and I can just kind of listen to it in the background. I've even listened to earnings calls like while driving, because I mean, you don't have to see anything, so you can just listen to it in the background. But there's so many ways that you can kind of fit it in. And I think it's a great way to learn, and you just kind of get a feeling for it. I remember I think it was Blue TJ said that he would be so nervous if he was Lisa Su, and getting like these questions and having to run a company. And yeah, and like one of my business classes right now, I'm like they're kind of treating us as if we're running a company, and we have to write like a lot of business memos and essays, and like we have to like deal with a lot of we have to write business memos as if we're the CEO or in charge of the company, and we have to deal with company issues and all kinds of different things, and it's fun. Like, I like it, but some people are really stressed out about it. And he doesn't grade that easy either. He grades kind of hard, but I've been doing good, so I'm not worried about it. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's see, Blue TJ. I just hope many people hold instead of selling directly. Yeah, I mean, it depends, dude. Like, I could definitely see some profit taking, and that's happened a lot of times. That happened with Nintendo for me. There was definitely some profit taking with Nintendo. I'm pretty damn sure of it, and that hurt our stock a little bit, and it's been dipping. Now there's other concerns going on with Nintendo, so now I'm worried about the earnings call, which is actually supposed to be, the earnings report is supposed to be tomorrow, I believe, and now I'm a little worried because there's a few concerns, but either way, I can just hold it. Like it's not a big deal. I'll hold it. As far as Nintendo goes, Pokemon is coming the following year. Probably the following year, probably the end of 2018, possibly into 2019. But when that comes out, guys, I'm just telling you now. Like I'm not, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but I'm calling it now. Nintendo stock is gonna like go up massively when Pokemon comes to the Switch. People are gonna buy that thing like crazy. I mean, people really underestimate the power of Pokemon. As dumb as it sounds, because it's like Pokemon, like that was for kids, but you underestimate it, guys. Like people, look at how good, look at how much publicity Pokemon Go got. Like that's, I mean, and that's just Pokemon Go. Like, and that game sucks, to be honest. In my opinion, it's not a good game. They don't even have like trading and battling in that thing. If they added that, it would probably be a lot better, but they don't. But look at how good that did, and even Nintendo stock actually reflected that. And Nintendo doesn't even own the Pokemon company. Like they own like a piece of it, but they don't even own it. So it's kind of crazy how some of these things can affect it. So don't underestimate like the power of certain products when you know something's gonna do good. Dude, I'm really behind on the comments. Okay, sorry guys. Let me try to catch up here. Let's see. Keep the good work. Thanks for all of your tips. You're welcome, man. No problem. Thanks for watching. Like, so many people say thank you to me, and I feel like I should be thanking them. Like, you guys are doing me the favor. Like, I enjoy this. I don't even like. There's not really anything else I'd rather be doing. I do have like a bunch of homework and stuff to do for my masters, but I don't feel like doing it. So, all right, let's see here. Uploading a lot is important. I'm on vacation. This is from Stalker. Uploading a lot is important. I'm on vacation, so I can barely upload, which sucks. Yeah, I mean, have you thought about like, yeah, I mean, it'd be hard because like if you wanted to prep up, if you wanted to do some kind of prep for a video, if you wanted to do some research and stuff like that, I mean, I don't know what your situation is. If you don't have your laptop and you can't be like completely researching everything and make sure that you make like a well-educated and well-informed video, then it can be very hard to make videos on vacation. I had a job recently where I was traveling. I was traveling all the time for work, and I had to stay in hotels all the time. And I wasn't doing YouTube at that time, but if I was doing YouTube, I mean, it would have been difficult. Like, I would have probably had to take like I have like portable lighting and stuff like that, so I would probably have to take in that, and then obviously just take my laptop and just do research there and try to set up and everything. But it can be hard. I mean, I don't know. I think Jeremy from Financial Education, one time he was on vacation, I think he did like a live stream. I believe he did like a live stream of himself. Was it a live stream? I think it was a live stream. Damn, I don't know. Now I can't remember. It was either a live stream or he was just kind of recording himself with the cell phone. But he was like walking in his backyard. I don't know if you guys remember that, but he was like walking in his backyard. I think it was like a stock market weekly recap video or something like that. And he was walking in his backyard and he was just recording himself and he was just talking. And I remember, like, I just kind of want to mention this. I remember in that video he said, he was talking about, I think he was talking about GoPro. I'm not sure. It was like one of his stocks that people kind of criticize him for. And he was like, yeah, man, like, he was like, I'm just like, I'm sick of people like talking like, I think like, I think he said talking crap or something like that, but, or SHIT, I don't know. But he said like, I'm sick of people talking like so much, stuff like on GoPro, like, and I fell for him, dude. Like he gets way more like people are really nice to him for sure, and he gets really good feedback. But with GoPro, like some people are kind of mean about it, dude. Like some people are like, oh, like you're gonna lose all your money, like investing in GoPro is a really horrible idea. Like I don't really agree with that, but it just depends. I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion about GoPro, but I just remember that because there were other times where I made videos and I got like negative reactions with AMD, for example. I had people telling me that I was an idiot for investing in AMD, and so yeah, I mean, there's times where I want to be like, man, why is everybody like so mean about this? It's like we're all here trying to like learn together. We're all here trying to make investing fun, right? So like talking trash on each other, like that's not a good thing, But it is what it is. All right. Sorry, I just went off on a rant. So let's see here. Dude, I'm so far behind on the comments. All right. Financial investor. I did get 3 people to start with Robinhood. I think it's talking about Robinhood. Got Sprint and 2 Ford stocks. Thanks, Robinhood. Oh, because he probably Oh, nice. So he probably got free stocks. I think if you have Robinhood, if you recommend Robinhood to someone else, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe you both get a free share. I've never tried it. I think when I got my girlfriend to get Robinhood, it was not offered. I don't think it was. I think maybe it might be seasonal, like might be certain times that they offer it, but I'm not sure. But if you guys have Robinhood, you should probably recommend it to other people because you can get like a free share of a stock, I think. And it looks like Financial Investor got 2 Ford stocks and 1 Sprint. Not bad for free, you know, like that's pretty good. Yeah, it's actually really good. So, all right, let's see here. Monk, I have a lot of time, but I've been getting lazy. The key is some specific videos that get huge views. Yeah, definitely. If you can get like a video to go, you know, maybe not viral, but like a fraction of viral or something, and get it to get like a lot of views, it can be really good. And yeah, in some of Monk's videos, they get like tons of views, guys. Like some of them have a lot of views. John, let's see here. Up 11%. This stock deserves this, especially because a lot of hate over the recent months. Yeah, dude, tell me about it, man. Like, so many people just talking trash on it. And yeah, dude, we're up over 11%. Nice. We're at $15.67. Dude, like how happy are you guys right now? Like, are you guys, like, you guys are investing in AMD, right? Like, if you guys are watching my channel, you might be investing in AMD. The Monk says I want a beer now. Yeah, dude, you should get one, man. Let's see here. Okay, Blue TJ says AMD is such a nice consumer-friendly company compared to competitors. Gotta love them. You know what, dude? That's actually a really good comment because, and I'll tell you why. I think that the average person really wants AMD to succeed right now, and I guess maybe average person isn't the right word, but when it comes to, how can I put this? When it comes to like the high-end kind of gaming market and like the high-end CPU and GPU market, especially with the CPU market, and especially with Ryzen, like Ryzen Threadripper, for example, a lot of people really want it to succeed because they're sick of paying. They're sick of like the monopoly of Intel, and they're sick of paying prices. They're sick of overpaying prices to Intel because there's no other competition. So I think that's a great comment. Like, I think a lot of people really want AMD to succeed, and when you've got people on your side as a company, oh man, like like profits can go like amazingly high. Like your stock can just skyrocket. So having the public backing you up, that's huge, and that's one of the reasons. There's many reasons why I've invested in AMD, but that is one of the reasons. Because if you guys watch a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of like tech channels, not like financial channels, but tech channels, a lot of them really praise these AMD products that are coming out. I'm telling you, like, just look it up. If you don't believe me, like, look it up. They really support them, and it's because they want variety and they want competition. When you have competition, that's gonna make Intel try harder and lower prices. So you're gonna probably end up with better performance and cheaper prices. So like competition is always a good thing, right? Everybody always says that. So I think that people want AMD to succeed, and that's a big deal. In my opinion, I think that's a big deal. So, oh man, I'm so far behind in the comments. Okay, so let's see here. Blue TJ, I have learned to not panic so much and think more rationally. That's good, man. You're learning. You're doing good. Stalker, dips are great in a stock if you like it. I love when I buy a stock and then it goes down 5% or more for no reason. Great time to buy more. Yeah. I mean, dude, I see that all the time, man. Like, some stocks just go down for almost no reason, and yeah, I definitely try to take advantage of that. It's kind of crazy how it works sometimes. Everyone gets scared when they start off negative 4%. People sell off crazy and rebuy back in later after it recovers 4%. Yeah, so financial investor, that's a really good point. Like, that's something that I kind of try to stress in a lot of my videos. He's saying everyone gets scared when a stock, you know, like drops 4%, and then people sell off, and then they'll buy back in when a stock is like doing well and it goes back up 4%. That's exactly how you lose money. That's exactly how people lose money in the stock market. They panic when the stock goes down and they sell and they take that hit, and then like the stock will bounce back and they're like, oh, okay, now the stock is doing good. Now let's jump back in. And it's like, no, man, like you should have held it, and you probably should have bought more when it was down. If you did your research and you actually liked that stock when you first invested in it, then why aren't you gonna like it when it drops a little bit? Like, if you really did your research and long term you really like that stock, unless you're a day trader, there's a lot of different ways you could look at it. But But if you're a long-term investor, buying in on dips is key, and it's really important. Blue TJ, I also can't speak to anyone about stocks. People that I know think it's just for the rich and would think less of me if I told them about it. Yeah, I think so. I think that's true. Let's see here. Man, it skipped a bunch of comments because I'm behind. Okay, Stalker. It's crazy that they don't teach basics of investing in school. One of the most important things you could learn, but they completely ignore it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mostly agree with that. I mean, it is definitely key to learn that, and they should focus more on it, or at all. But it depends on like what kind of school you're talking about too, though. Like if you're talking about college and stuff, I guess it kind of depends on what major you choose. I had a pretty good professor who, so I used to have a professor that this is literally what he had us do. He had us listen to earning calls, and so okay, whenever there was an earnings call coming up and it was an important one, we would have to do research before the call, and so we'd have to research the stock and know everything about the company and the stock before the call, and then we had to listen to the call. And during the call, we had to take notes and we had to analyze the call. And then after the call, we had to give our recommendations for what would happen to the stock and what would happen to the company. And so that was a good professor. So, but that's a certain situation. I should probably look up, like, I'm sure Stalker probably replied to that, but yeah, but it just depends, you know, like it depends, like before college and stuff. I mean, nobody ever talks about investing, and then in college it's like you have to choose the right professors and the right classes and the right majors, so it all depends. So I agree with you, Stalker. I agree with you. They should focus more on it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, financial investor. I took finance in high school, and we did stocks with 10,000. Let's see, Blue TJ. Yeah, right. I had to learn everything about the stock market on my own because I was interested in it and I saw potential in AMD. Yeah, I mean that's usually what happens. Like you have to learn investing on your own. YouTube helps. Guys like Stalker and Financial Investor, Monk, like they help. Stocks on Horses. Watching those videos, that helps. But yeah, I mean, it can be you kind of have to spend a lot of time kind of researching it on your own and learning. We started 10,000. Teacher gave us a list of stocks to invest with, and at the end of class, the teacher would give us a 5-digit number to remember the next day. Blue TJ, I actually graduated this month. Nice. What did, if you don't mind sharing, what did you graduate in? What are you interested in, or what are you doing? Let's see, Stalker. Yeah, I learned what I know from books, my neighbor who is great at investing, and then I've had a few internships that have helped a lot. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I have done prep for quite a few videos, just can't record. Yeah, it can be kind of hard. I mean, it depends on like the setup you have. Caleb. He's always leaving a lot of cool comments. I like this guy. So he says, "Whoa, I never expected you to live stream. That's really cool." Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, this guy always leaves like really nice comments. Probably one of my favorite subscribers. Let's see here, Financial Investor. I'm currently reading The Intelligent Investor. I think a good rule people often skip is to read the basics. Yeah, that's true. Basics are important. I mean, like, I think you guys are all doing the right things, right? I mean, we just listened to an entire earnings call, so I think we're covering all of our bases and everything. Let's see here. I have a Google Doc with all my video ideas. I think I have like 10 videos prepped. Yeah, Stalker. Let's see. He gets so much hate from GoPro. Yeah, I think he's talking about financial education. Yeah, he gets hate on GoPro, and I don't think it's. I kind of like GoPro, to be honest, but I should probably watch what I say because then I'll get hate. But I kind of like GoPro, but I don't know. Like long term though, GoPro is a little questionable, man. I don't know. I just can't jump in on it, but it's not a bad stock, but I just can't really jump in on it. Let's see, the monk feels like negative reactions become funny after you get used to it. Stalker, I've only ever gotten one hate comment. I responded in a nice way, and the guy subscribed and comments on my videos every now and then. Yeah, I mean, but if it was a hate comment, like, do you really, I don't know, like, do you even want that subscriber? Like, I kind of, I guess I do, but it's like when it's a hate comment, like if it's a negative comment, I can put up with it. Like if it's a negative comment, like I'm wrong for sure. I'm wrong on a lot of things. I don't claim to be right all the time, but so someone calling me out or saying that, you know, I'm wrong about something, that's totally fine, and we can discuss it, and it's fun actually. Like I actually enjoy when people disagree with me and then we can talk about it. Dude, I've had so many people disagree with me about Nintendo alone. Like everybody disagrees with me about Nintendo, and then AMD, not to mention AMD, but when it's like a hate comment, like sometimes you get like a hate comment, and at that point it's like, why are you even watching the videos if you just hate me, you know? Like I'll be honest with you guys, and I don't know who's doing this. I'm getting like, we're getting to a personal level here. I think it's because of the beer, but every time I upload a video, I always get a dislike like right away. There's always one dislike, like on, I think practically all my videos. Like as soon as I upload it, I usually get at least one dislike right away. And I don't know, man, like part of me thinks that that's one person who's, I don't know if they're subscribed or what, and they have like the bell notification because they're always hitting the dislike button like right away. So I don't know, it's like at that point it's like wow, I don't even understand why someone would hate me, to be honest. I don't feel like I'm ever mean to anybody, but it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. But anyway, that's going off on a huge rant. So what else we got? Let's see. Monk says they do that sometimes. Yeah. Blue TJ news reports are coming in. CNBC, Investor Business Daily, etc. It's all coming and may bring in some more people investing. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm hoping for tomorrow. So that's what I'm hoping for tomorrow, and hopefully we can just kind of ride the rally a little bit, and then there'll probably be some profit taking, but you can't do anything about that. Let's see here. Financial investor, the sheep will follow. LOL. After the growth, they will jump in. Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see here. So dude, I'm so far behind on the comments. Happy for you guys that are invested in AMD, never bought into it. Oh, financial investor never bought into AMD. But thanks. Yeah, he's saying he's happy for us. Like, see, that's like a good comment, dude. Like when you're not invested in a stock and you can still be, you know, nice and give give respect when it's due and everything, and that's cool, man. Like I respect that. Let's see here. Oh man, I'm gonna pronounce the name wrong. I'm gonna just go with the last name. It says Lou. It says it is seasonal now. 98% gets $5 to $10 stock. 1% gets $10 to $50 stock. 1% gets $50 to $200 stock. Oh, he's talking about. I think he's talking about Robinhood. I think you're talking about Robinhood. It is seasonal now. 98% gets $5 to $10 stock. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's talking about Robinhood. So he's saying 98%. So if you share Robinhood with another person and get them to sign up, and you both get a free share of a stock, I think he's saying that 98% of the people will only get a stock that is worth $5 to $10. And then he's saying like 1% gets 10 to 50 and 1% gets 50 to 200. Maybe the percentages change seasonally, because he does say it is seasonal. I don't really know about that, to be honest, but I've never done it. But some other people mentioned earlier that they were getting like Ford and Sprint, so, which is pretty cool. So Stalker, I'm not in AMD, doesn't fit my investing style that much, but great call on it. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm glad. Dude, Stalker, like he's not even invested in AMD and he listened to the whole earnings call. Like that's, like that. I mean, dude, like you got to give him respect, guys. Like that's pretty cool, man. Like he's not even invested in it. He's still hanging out with us and commenting and like helping people out. That's really cool. Let's see, the Monk. I recommended AMD but didn't buy into it. Glad Ale got 10% today. Thanks, Monk. Yeah. Boy, you gave a great recommendation because yeah, it went up. So good job giving that recommendation, man. Let's see. Damn it! It just skipped like a ton of comments because I'm behind. I gotta figure out where I was. Okay, Stalker says, I always buy into the stocks I recommend. Feels like if I'm recommending, I should own it. Financial Investor says, Stalker investing, are you a dividend investor or growth investor or a mixture? The Monk, that would mean 30 different stocks by the end of the year though. Don't have Robinhood for that to be worthwhile. It's kind of funny. He always leaves like funny comments. I like him. Stalker, I'm a value investor. Most of the companies I own pay a dividend. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's a good strategy. I don't know if I'm not really a big dividend investor, to be honest. I probably should be, but I like going for growth stocks. But I diversify a little bit. That I do have some, like GE pays a dividend. I have some other ones as well, but anyway, it's besides the point. Let's see. Yeah, Monk, I get where you're coming from. I think that I might run out of stocks to recommend. The market being overvalued doesn't help much. Let's see here. I think in high school they should do a basic lesson on it. Financial investor, wait for the dip. Stalker investing. Cross his fingers for a crash. LOL. He's joking around. Let's see here. I want to crash so much. I'm 35% cash right now. Oh, okay. So Stalker is like, he's being kind of, I guess, maybe smart. Like he's kind of like, he's saving up for there to be some sort of crash or maybe a correction, something like that. So he wants to take advantage of that. So that's a good strategy sometimes, taking advantage of things like that. So, because, what are you going to do when there's a crash? If there's a correction, what do you guys do? Like, do you panic and just sell out and don't get back in, and then stocks like bounce back up later on, and then you guys get in and lose a lot of profit? So there's a lot of ways you can look at it. So it looks like, Stalker is someone who would take advantage of that situation and try to get in when stock prices are low. There's a lot of ways you could look at it. Let's see here. So Garrett, just started investing in February. I had a good feeling about AMD. I've been doing my daily research and sold off most of my other stocks so I could invest more in AMD. Bought 100 shares at 12.31. Awesome, man. So it looks like you're doing good. Let's see here. John, what's y'all's opinion on Snap? It has fell $4 to $5 in the last month. I think it will fall more, similar to Facebook when it IPO'd. Just want to see what y'all think. All right, John. So today's your lucky day. I'm gonna give you a response. So I think, man, Snap is an interesting one. Okay. So here's the thing. I like Snap. So I do like Snap, and I mean, you don't have to take go watch Financial Education he's made a couple videos on Snapchat, and he makes good arguments for Snapchat. But the thing that I'm waiting for is I believe it's July 31st, is when the lockout ends. So, or the lockup or whatever. So that's when a lot of the initial investors can sell out of Snap. And I think it's going to drop even more. So I'm waiting, to be honest. But I am very interested in Snapchat, and if it does drop more going into next month, that's when I will make a play on it. But right now I'm waiting. And to be honest, you could like, I'll be commenting on it like on videos and stuff, but also Financial Education tends to talk about Snapchat pretty frequently. So that's another person that I'd probably pay attention to. Like he'd probably tell you when he invested in it and things like that. But if I invest in Snapchat, I'll definitely let you know. So you can rest assured knowing that I will make a video on it if I do invest in Snapchat. But probably going into next month, I want it to dip more. So we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Garrett, makes up for my bad call on Blue Apron. Bought a bunch of shares the day of the IPO without doing my research. Held for 3 days with hopes of it going up. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't trust Blue Apron at all, man. Like I could not. I don't invest in a company unless I really agree with the product that they're selling and what they're doing. And it's hard for me to believe in something like Blue Apron because I'm someone who goes to Sprouts and I like handpick everything that I buy, everything that I eat. Like I handpick everything, and I try to eat healthy. And so like I try to like choose. I don't mean to sound like I'm some kind of health nut, but I try to choose organic and things like that when I can, and like grown in USA and stuff like that. So something like Blue Apron, I don't know much about Blue Apron, to be honest. Like maybe they offer really healthy choices. I'm honestly not sure, but But something like Blue Apron, where they're shipping me my food, I just can't envision that. I can't see myself ever using their product. So because of that, I just can't invest in it. Think about this, guys. Like, what are some of the companies that I'm most invested in? I'm most invested in Nintendo. I have a Nintendo Switch. Second most invested in AMD. I want to buy the Threadripper. I'm most invested in third in Disney, and I love, like, I'm wearing a Punisher necklace, you know. So it's like the Marvel universe, right? So I mean, that's kind of how I invest. That's like when I believe in a product, when I believe in something, that's when I invest in the company. But everybody has their own style. I'm not saying mine's right. I'm just saying everybody has their own style. All right, guys, let's see. We'll probably keep this going for maybe like another 10 minutes or so, because I don't know. I think we've been streaming for more than 2 hours. I don't know if you guys are sick of hearing my voice or seeing my face, but we'll probably do this for like another 10 minutes. So let's see. Let's see here. So soccer. I'm not investing in Snap, but I'm not a growth investor, so I don't know what others think. Yeah, so that makes sense. Financial investor Colgate did really well during the crash. 2000 crash didn't phase them. 2008 crash, they recovered within a year. Yeah, good to know. Stalker, I'm watching GIS right now, looking for $50 a share. I'm sorry, guys, I don't mean to sound stupid, but which one is GIS? GIS stock. Oh, General Mills, right? Okay. Dude, it just threw me off because I do a lot of GIS, Geographic Information Science, and so like GIS just kind of threw me off. But yeah, General Mills, that makes sense. Okay, I pretty much finished high school. Not sure what the equivalent to the German gymnasium is. I'm not sure either. Basically, I'm going to college starting in October, and I'm doing a bachelor's degree in technical computer science. Dude, that's awesome, man. Technical computer science. So I'm guessing you're going to be doing a lot of like programming and stuff. That's pretty cool, man. I've taken some classes on programming. I did a lot of Python. I did some stuff with Android Studio. I did some stuff with well, obviously Java. Android Studio uses Java. But that's cool, man. I'm glad that you're doing that. Damn it, it just skipped like a ton of comments again. Let me see. I'm too far behind. I gotta do this quicker. So doesn't have much to do with the gym. Let's see, Josh, you put out great content. I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's a cool subscriber too. I like that guy. Let's see here. Stalker, dislikes and likes are weighted the same in YouTube algorithm. Dislikes and likes are weighted the same in YouTube algorithm. Also, them watching your videos makes you add money. So not the end of the world if someone dislikes your videos. Okay, I think they're referring to like when I mentioned that someone was like disliking every video as soon as it goes up. But yeah, no, thanks guys. Yeah, honestly, I'm not worried about it. Like if dude, like what do I care if like one person dislikes my videos? It doesn't matter. But yeah, but thanks for the advice. Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, someone actually I was talking about this with someone. Just because it's just like something that like sparked my curiosity, but someone was like, yeah, well, I mean, that's just like another viewer, and I'm like, yeah, it's true, it's just another viewer. So the Monk Way, dividends are interesting. I tested a 9% dividend stock and it was doing well, but sold it for Google instead. Dude, Google had like a nice dip if you guys were interested in Google. I think they struggled because of that European fine, so that hurt their numbers, and they dipped. And I think, were they up over $1,000 per share? I think they were up over 1,000, and they like dropped back down. Let's see here. Snap. So the monk says Snap, I think, will go back up over 17. It's possible. I mean, we'll see. Like, we'll see what happens with the whole on July 31st. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that they dip more, and then I would like to jump in, but we'll see what happens. Let's see, Stalker, 9% dividend is really high, depends on the company, but that oftentimes can really stretch a company and hurt them in the future. Yeah, it's true. If it's a REIT, which is a real estate investing, then maybe it's not too high, but for a regular company, that's really high. Then financial investor, I got my portfolio 3.94% now, bought in today at 9.10% yield. Monkway says it was a cable company. Okay, let's see here. Talking about dividends a lot. And AT&T getting Time Warner. Verizon trying to get Charter. Those cable companies could get bought out and shoot price up. Damn it, skipped a bunch of comments again. Let me see. Oh, he says, yeah, programming. I love programming. I don't know if I love it, but it's fun. I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. You can do a lot of cool things. I like what I can do with it. Soccer. I own a bit of Dow that I have done well on. Blue TJ stocks dropping a little right now. AMD. Let's take a look. Could be some profit taking. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So it went back down a little bit, but it looks like we're still above the 52-week high, and we're still above 10%. So we were up over 11%, and then now we're at 10.42% up today. So we're still doing really good though. Elvis says, I invested on AMD and it's paying off. Smiley face. Yeah, man, tell me about it. Lots of people here invested in AMD and we're all really happy about it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Monk says use the profits to buy their chips and raise the price even, I think, even higher. That's funny. Oh, Stalker says, I think he's talking about Blue Apron. He says has no moat, which is my problem with them. Yeah, I guess that's true. Amazon announced they want to get into the food industry, the food delivery service 3 days after it's a sinking ship. Yeah, pretty much. And we still got 15 viewers. That's pretty good. That sounds like nothing. That sounds like embarrassingly low, but to me it's like really good. Let's see. I always change my habits after I buy a company. After I bought, is that Exxon? I started going out of my way to buy mobile gas stations. Did you ever get a chance to look at JetBlue Airlines? The financial investor says airline stocks doing good because of low oil prices, but that can change at any time and will affect airline stocks. Yeah, dude, I need to look at airline stocks, man. I've been so busy lately. I'm falling behind on that, so I apologize, Josh. I got to look into that. Well, shoot, now I'm curious. Let's see, JetBlue stock. Doesn't look like too much change, right? Let's check market watch performance. Okay, so JetBlue 5-day performance down negative 2.4%, 1 month down almost 1%, year to date up only 1.56%, and 1 year performance up 22.68%. Doesn't look like they pay a dividend. EPS of $1.86, PE ratio of 12.24. Yeah, I mean it's not looking that bad, to be honest, and like their performance isn't like, I mean, it's not that great, so it could be a good time to buy. Analyst ratings, average is overweight with 16 ratings. Yeah, I don't know. JetBlue might be an interesting one. I'd have to like analyze it. I'd have to see everything about their company. But sorry about that. I'll try to get that done, and I'll try to get back to you, Josh. It's kind of hard, man. Like I get so many requests. Like I'm like, believe it or not, like it doesn't seem like it because I don't have that many subscribers. I think I only have like probably like less than 600, I think. And but I still get a lot of requests. Like people want me to look at all sorts of different stocks, and it just gets hard, man. Like with my master's program and everything, it gets hard to stay up to date with it. Let's see here. Something that I was thinking about is now that the holidays are coming up, do you think stocks like AMD and Nvidia are going to go up a decent amount? I am thinking on getting Nintendo stock. Okay, so quarter 3 and quarter 4 are going to be really important in my opinion. Yeah, I do think that they're going to go up. I mean, in fact, like I've given a higher price target for AMD in like my opinion. So I do think that they're going to go up. And the thing about Nintendo is that Nintendo has been selling the Switch really well, and it's been sold out everywhere. Part part of that is due to shortages, so that's like a fair argument against that, which I'll respect. I'll respect that opinion. But part of it is also that it just completely sells out. I mean, like if you look at, there's some Japan images. I wish I knew how to throw up images on this live stream, but if you look at some Japan images of lines like outside of Nintendo Switch lines, like trying to buy a Nintendo Switch, they're like huge, guys. Like the lines go on for like freaking miles or whatever. Like they're really long. And then Nintendo Switch launched in March, so like it didn't even launch in holiday season, and it sold extremely well. So during holiday season, I think numbers are going to go up even more, and I think it will do really well. I mean, and it's got great games coming out, and people underestimate like FIFA coming out and being on a portable device for the first time. You know, I know that it's on cell phones, but like that's not the same. And then the Mario game coming out, and there's all kinds of other games coming out. So Nintendo, I think, will do very well in holiday season and going into next year and things like that. Long term, I see it doing very well. NVIDIA, I am not the most educated person on NVIDIA, and that's because I spend most of my time looking at AMD. But I think NVIDIA will also do well, and anytime that I like research NVIDIA, anytime that I look anything up, it's always good news about NVIDIA. So I think that they will do well. And then don't forget that NVIDIA makes the chip for the Nintendo Switch. But AMD definitely I do see going up, and quarter 3 will be very important with Epic and all that, and so I think it will continue to do well. And dude, like we got some really good numbers in this last quarter, so I don't see any slowing down of AMD. I mean, this quarter, this was like a very key quarter to not only see how Ryzen sales were going to be, to not only see how GPU sales were going to be, and there was some lingering thoughts about cryptocurrency and things like that, and we were also looking to see what guidance would look like going into quarter 3, because quarter 3 is like a very big quarter as well. So the fact that we did so well in quarter 2, in my opinion, means that we're going to just continue to do well. So I don't see us slowing down for any reason. Okay guys, I think that's about it. So we've been streaming for like almost 2.5 hours, so thank you everybody that hung in there. We had some very nice expert advice here, and so I appreciate everybody that hung out and talked about this, and this was really nice, man. I usually have to listen to earnings calls like by myself, so I was able to have a beer, we were able to chat, we were able to hang out, so this was really cool. So I really appreciate it. So we got to do this again. So anyway, thank you guys, and I hope that you all have a wonderful, beautiful day, and I hope that you all take care.